Story 1. Eating well. Don't wait until your body says, forget you, your current unbalanced diet that was making you feel perfectly normal until today. Starting from tomorrow will give you issues and make you gain a lot of weight. Story 2. Take care of your body. Stretch. Work on flexibility and mobility, especially in the hips and hamstrings. Also, I recommend training your pelvic floor, as all of these decline quickly as you age into your 40s and 50s. Try to learn to cook healthy meals. It's extremely difficult when life is so brutal and you just can't be bothered. Try to get 3 or 4 relatively quick and easy, preferably cheap options that are ideally low in saturated and trans fats and high in protein. Save. Maybe you don't have enough money to invest, but you can save something. Save it and put it away out of mind just in case. If you can, buy a small, inexpensive apartment. Eventually, you'll move out or move in with a partner, and you can use that one as capital for a deposit or rent it out at a fair price. Please don't be exploitative. Hobbies. It's easy to lose them. Find something that is just for you. Make sure to try and engage with it at least a few times a week, even for only a half hour each time. Not something you want to monetize, though, as it loses its appeal very quickly. A creative outlet is great for your mental health. Drink water. Learn to take at least basic care of your skin. Moisturize. Don't use generic for men products. They are marketing gimmicks. Avoid anything with alcohol in it, as it dries your skin and makes it crack, increasing the risk of acne and scarring. Use sunscreen even if it isn't sunny. Ultraviolet light damages your skin and ages you, as well as increases the risk of skin cancer. Whatever career path you're thinking of following, just do it. I was never able to decide, hesitated, and now I'm 33 working a poor-paying job just to pay rent and can't afford to lose the income to go to school, which is free in my country. No less, such a waste. If it isn't for you, you're young enough to switch to something else. In the worst-case scenario, the life experience will serve you well. Learn mindfulness and self-awareness. Establish your boundaries and respect them and yourself. Acknowledge when people treat you poorly, and don't let yourself be taken advantage of or hang onto relationships that have run their course. Learn to be on your own. Too many people are codependent and can't function on their own. People will come and go. Most of them, friends you thought you'd have for life will vanish. You'll lose touch, stop caring. Lovers and partners will leave. You need to take care of yourself first, then other people. Try to be kind even when the world is not. These and suggestions from others sound like a lot, but if you incorporate them into your life early on, it won't be overwhelming. Trying to catch up later in life is exceptionally difficult. Do better than I did. Do good. Story 3. Besides investing, the other thing you need to do immediately is to turn the music down. Protect your hearing. Forget tinnitus. Edit. There is hope on the horizon that comes in many forms. Join the tinnitus community to stay updated on the news. Story 4. Stretching and being active will pay off when you reach your 30s and avoid the same physical pains and ailments that others your age struggle with. You won't find it difficult to start exercising then because it's something you do out of habit. Being active can include a sport. It doesn't have to be the gym. Find fruits and vegetables that you like and enjoy from now. Discover hobbies and interests that you enjoy. Gaming can be one of them, but it's also good to have something that is inexpensive. Read about subjects that interested you when you were younger. Stay in touch with your family and get to know your parents a bit more. Story 5. Things I wish I started at 22 instead of 28. Get a credit card to start building credit. Only put relatively cheap subscriptions like Netflix, Spotify, and Xbox Live on it, and pay it off in full every month. Don't waste a single penny paying interest. You'll still grow your credit just fine because you have plenty of time ahead of you. Open a Roth individual retirement account and make contributions to it annually. I think the limit is $5,500 per year. You don't have to contribute the full limit, but it's better to do so in the long run if you can. Come up with a good routine that fits your schedule. Learn how to eat healthily, exercise properly, and get as close to 8 hours of sleep as you can per night. Learn how to get over the fear of missing out. You might want to take a risk and go out drinking with your friends on a Tuesday, but most of the time, It's only temporary entertainment for the night, and you'll regret it the next day. Travel. The late nights at bars are fine from time to time, but real memories are made when you go somewhere new and experience everything life has to offer. Read. Whether it's for study or for pleasure, get into the habit of reading books. There are thousands of studies that explore the positive effects that reading has on a person. Always strive to keep learning and keep growing. As long as you're always working on improving yourself, you will never peak, and you will never be boring. Story 6. Realizing that everyone has their own timeline. Just because yours doesn't fit the typical societal norm doesn't make you late or a failure, no matter what it's about. Story 7. Self-care. Reading every day. Daily grooming routine. Skincare. Face. Hands. Feet. All of it. See different places as much as possible, near or far. It does not matter. Credit history. Fully paid off credit card. Story 8.1. Work to increase your income. In other words, learn a valuable skill. Invest a percentage of your income every month. Save a percentage of cash towards a down payment on a home. A duplex, triplex, etc. would be even better. Travel if you can. Surround yourself with like-minded people. Along with that, distance yourself from bad influences. Read more. Exercise often. Cherish time with your parents. Learn how to cook. You will save money and it's healthier. 10. In general, be kind. A kind person will go much farther in life than a bitter person. Story 9. Some sort of class, whether it is language, martial arts, or even just anything you have an interest in. Something I wish I would have done. Instead, I just worked and partied. Story 10. Put as much into your 401k as you possibly can and keep doing it. You will not have Social Security, so you will need every penny possible to ensure retirement. Don't be like me and spend your 20s wasting money. I should have mentioned other retirement vehicles. Thank you, other posters. A Roth individual retirement account is going to be a better vehicle than a 401k. The point is, if you have the chance, fund your own retirement. If you're 22, you have 40 to 50 years of work ahead of you. Obviously, live your life, but put away as much as humanly possible towards your retirement. Story 11. Figuring out who you are by experiencing as much as possible. Many people assume they know who they are, but this isn't actually true. The truth is, you don't know who you are, and only by experiencing yourself in different situations will you discover who you are. So, spend as much time as possible gaining experience. Don't spend all your time on the internet or in chat rooms. Gain as much direct experience as you can and figure out who you are so that you can spend your life being authentic. Story 12. Working out. For men, I recommend the gym because, as a wise man once said, every man should know what the muscles in his body are capable of. Overall, cardiovascular health-related training improves daily life and makes living seem lighter, if that makes sense. Story 13.1. Start saving regularly. Automate it if possible. If you can set it to happen automatically, you won't miss it. Even if you don't earn a lot, try to put some aside. And when you start to earn more, increase your savings before you change your lifestyle in any way. Look after your health. Make good nutrition and fitness parts of your lifestyle. I'm not saying you can't enjoy the occasional drive-through or pizza, but good nutrition now is going to make a huge difference in the long run, as will starting to make exercise a part of your lifestyle. Staying healthy and fit as you get older is a lot easier than trying to get healthy and fit when you're older. Commit to being a lifelong learner. I overhear people say things like, I haven't read a book since high school. Don't be that person. Exercise your brain. Try to read a little every day. Take classes and learn new skills. It is fulfilling. Get out of your comfort zone. By getting out of your comfort zone, you make it larger. Over time, you'll be comfortable in situations where others are not. That's all I can think of for now. Good luck. Story 14. Self-reflection of personal values and why. This will make everything else flow better. Skills or work experience. My dad taught me if I don't know what to do for myself, do for others. Tangible investments. Stocks are fun, but it's all made-up numbers in the end. Best buy dirt, they won't make any more of it anytime soon. Story 15. Put a small amount of money away into a savings account every payday. Set up a standing order so it goes out right away. Wish I had started sooner. Laughing out loud. Story 16. I can think of a few. Investing. Learn some basic terminology, set some money aside, and research how to make it work for you. Inflation is one hell of a killer, and you want your money to grow with it. People our age most likely won't have any government systems to rely on. Smarter shopping. I enjoy finding products that perform way above their price point. It's not just about purchasing power. It's about stretching your resources to their fullest. Exercise. Seriously, 30 minutes of cardio a day will do wonders for you in the future. Story 17. I know it's already been said probably, but dental hygiene. I didn't take care of my teeth. They're still not that bad all in all, but they're not great. It's so much cheaper to just take care of them instead of fixing them. Less than 10 minutes a day, and you'll save thousands of dollars. Story 18:1. Investing. With many modern tools available, it's never been easier to learn investing. Start small and slow, but start. Cultivate valuable relationships. Recognize that some people you come across will be valuable later on, and you'll want a good relationship with them. If you're focused on career and success, you'll want relationships that foster that. Travel. Get out in the world. Meet some people and gain new perspectives. One of the best things you can be is a well-rounded person, and travel is the way to get there. Deal with mental issues as they arise. You don't want to carry burdens around for years and have them stall your growth. Build good exercise and eating habits. Don't wait until you're 35 like I did to get in shape. Story 19. I guess it kind of depends if you've already started it at the age of 18 when you reached adulthood. Start with advanced education with a focus on a degree program that leads to a profession or science, technology, engineering, and mathematics degree. For technical training or apprenticeship for blue-collar work. And/or start working on a business idea, but keep it realistic, your capacity to raise capital, understanding most retail businesses fail, and the payout for all the work and risk is much lower than simply working for someone else. Once you've reached the point where you can and do find a job, start investing early so you can afford larger expenditures like your retirement, maybe a house, and even the ability to buy a car without a loan, saving you from giving someone thousands of dollars of your money. You should, of course, always be working on your health, but if you haven't, start doing so. Story 20. A 401k and/or Roth individual retirement account. Any retirement savings can be used as assets when being considered for a loan, so a retirement vehicle not only maximizes the compounding interest from the early start, but also gives a better opportunity for qualifying for loans and getting better interest rates. Story 21. Developing sustainable, habitual activities that improve yourself is absolutely key. Here are some examples. Develop an active lifestyle with activities that will be easy to carry forward. Make it a normal habit to go for a jog a few times a week, take a long hike or walk on the weekends, do a set or two of push-ups every day, and engage in some intentional stretching. If you're still doing that when you're 40, you'll be way ahead of everybody else. However, if your healthy activities are too demanding or too expensive, you'll drop them when you have your first child, and then your body will have no way to stay healthy. Identify unhealthy relationships and have the courage to end them. It's a habit. It can happen in a single conversation when meeting a new person. Identify healthy relationships and invest meaningfully in them. Again, this is a habit. It can be as simple as regularly asking, "What is making you happy these days?" and "What is making you unhappy these days?" and then actually listening and empathizing. Develop a habit of learning new things. Have one fiction and one nonfiction book in progress at all times. History, biographies, and economics are helpful for understanding the world. Audiobooks are great for filling in time, like commuting, with something that makes you smarter. Become an absolute expert at something in your field by reading and learning everything you can about that one niche, and then start teaching it to others. Soon you'll be the go-to person and you'll have more career opportunities. Identify who has the best jobs in the career fields you like and start developing the credentials and certifications they have. Professional development should be a normal, regular thing, but nobody is going to force you to do it. Your employer will probably pay for it if you ask thoughtfully. If they won't, Start looking for a new employer who cares about your development. Quit watching television shows on weekday evenings, or pretty much ever. It's a total waste of time because it doesn't improve you. Soon, evenings will be pretty much the only free time you have. This one is less of a habit but worth doing in your early 20s. Save some money and go on a trip to visit a culture very different from yours, internationally if you can. If possible, do something to serve others while you're there. It's an eye-opening, life-changing experience and way harder to do when you have much more work or family responsibility. None of the things I listed are terribly expensive or terribly hard to do, especially if you can make them into habits. Story 22. Retirement savings. 70% of people do not have enough for retirement and end up in debt in their final years. If possible, choose a tax-free savings plan instead of a registered plan. Also, get universal life insurance while you are young and healthy. Do not choose term insurance unless it is for the short term, such as covering a 5-year car loan. Universal life insurance costs more at the start but decreases as your equity grows. You can also borrow against it if you need to,